Hey, I thought it was about time to do another review, so here I am doing another review. This one's gonna be a little more different. I'm actually gonna be reviewing a person. Um, it's actually a person that I really admire and um, I grew up with and I just really respect, and it's David Copperfield. Not like the Charles Dickens book David Copperfield, the magician David Copperfield. Um, he, in my opinion, is the best magician I've ever seen. It's not. Everyone says I don't like him because his stuff's fake. Every magician's tricks are fake. They're all illusions. That's the point. That's why I don't think it's necessary to know how they did it, because they did do it somehow and didn't really happen, but it's cool how they did make it happen and make you believe that. That's the best part of it, and that's the whole part of being a magician. But I really enjoy him. When I was little, my dad, when he used to tape all of David Copperfield's things on TV, I think we had about all of them, and I would watch him all the time. My whole family liked him. He was kind of like a role model for me. Not necessarily like I wanted to be a magician, but he's the one that got me into wanting to perform. He's one that's gotten me interested in magic, of course. But I really respect him. He's very great. He seems like a very nice guy. He's it's just I think some of his tricks are amazing. Just on how quick they are and how precise they are, and there's so many different ones that he's done that I just think are amazing. For instance, not all the big ones, just even some of the small ones. There was one time he was on a train and he had cards, and he tore a corner off of one of the cards and put it back into the deck and shuffled them up, and then he pushed it against the window and it flew against the window, and the one card that was standing was one that was torn that was the same card, and it was stuck against the window and the rest fell, but it was on the outside of the window too. Stuff like that. Those are interesting. And then things like very simple magic things, and used a lot, like a woman is chained to a wall and David Copperfield's chained to a wall, and then she has a sheet and she lifts it up and then she grabs it, and when she grabs it, it's David Copperfield. It's just things like that are very interesting. If you haven't seen him, I highly suggest that you look at some of, like, maybe check YouTube for some of his videos. There's a ton on there. I know. I was just looking, actually. There's actually a DVD of which I'm gonna get. It's called David Copperfield Illusion. You can find it on Amazon. It came out good 10 years ago, but it's looks very interesting, and I'm really wanting to get it because it might have some of those tricks that I used to love that we don't have anymore. So I'm really gonna try and get that. My sister and my dad saw him live, actually, when he came into Des Moines. I didn't. I was too little, but they said it was awesome. They said it was very believable, very just amazing, and I'd really like to see him sometime. He hasn't done as much lately. The last thing I remember him doing, he's doing tours still in Las Vegas and whatnot, but one of the things that I haven't seen in a while is a TV special on David Copperfield. He had a bunch of those up until about 2001, and then he kind of just stopped and started doing more tours. I really, really hope he comes out with another one. That'd be really cool. At least something. It can be something that he's done before, but just have him come back. That'd be amazing. He's very, very badass, I heard. There was one time he and his, I think it was his assistants, were held up at gunpoint, and his assistants gave them their wallets and their money and their passports and whatnot, and David Copperfield actually used his magic against the mugger and tricked him into thinking that David didn't have anything on him, and said he didn't have a wallet on him by using sleight of hand. He actually just tried to take out his pockets and show that there's nothing in there when he really was moving his stuff around, and I think that's really badass. Yeah, but I just think it's all really cool, and I really don't like people who are like, this is fake, man, and this is why it's fake. It's not. You're just supposed to take it. That's what an illusion really is. An illusion isn't something that happens. It's something that you can make look like it really happened, and it's something that the fun part of having a magician is to wonder how he did that, but never really know, and just know that he did do it somehow. There is a way. He didn't really do that. Some people can believe that, and that's cool, but really just kind of go along with it. You're not supposed to want to know and whatnot. That's the fun part of it. But yeah, I really recommend checking him out. He's my favorite out of them. I think he's better than Chris Angel, David Blaine, all of them. But I like them. I like them too. Don't get me wrong. But David Copperfield, I kind of grew up with. I really think he's very good. He's not only a good magician, he's also a very good performer. He has all these really corny, dramatic things that he does too sometimes. But that's cool. And he's very comedic. He's very funny. He does a lot of funny things too, and he's more than a magician. He's a magician. He's also a performer and makes a spectacle out of everything. And I really enjoy that, and I really respect that. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about him. Leave your comments. What's your favorite? Leave me if you guys want to leave me a comment saying maybe what's your favorite magic trick you've seen, or what's your favorite magic trick you've seen David Copperfield do, or who's your favorite magician. Any of those would be cool. So just leave comments, rate, subscribe, whatnot, and that's it.